So this video is called Shoeboxes, which you're going to say, like, is that the most unspiritual title you can use for a video? But I want to share an analogy with you that is really going to show you that your shoeboxes are everything. So I was in the shower this morning and got some clarity, as you do in the shower. I've had a number of people ask me, particularly lately, how did I get to where I'm at? Wherever that happens to be that you perceive me to be somewhere, and normally it's right here in this chair. But how did I get here? What books did I read? What meditations did I do? What can I suggest for someone else to be where I'm at? Again, it's a perception thing. And my only answer just keeps coming back to it's embodied wisdom. This is all that I ever share. It's embodied wisdom. And then I kind of can feel that when I say that as the answer, it doesn't always land like embodied wisdom. Like I get the words, but like, what does that even mean? So I didn't read myself here. I didn't read books. I maybe read a couple of books, but I didn't read books. I used to meditate, but I was never really that good at it. There really wasn't a whole lot of buy-in on my behalf. And now I don't do that at all anymore. I just live from a more meditative state all day, every day. I don't channel. So all of the information that is inside of me that I share is embodied wisdom. But what I saw with the utmost clarity this morning in the shower, as you do, is what I want to bring in this video. And it's not only to give you a little bit more information about me, but it's also to show you how your embodied wisdom is going to present itself to you in the shoeboxes and how that's going to play out for you. So in my journey thus far, I spent a lot of time, many, many years, no friends, no partner, just one dark night soul after the other, crying all the time, grieving all the time, and feeling all the time about a whole bunch of topics that I knew no real reason as to why it was that I was being guided unknowingly from one topic to the next. What I understand now is my soul is one of the original tribe members that originally seeded the planet. And at a soul level, I have been brought back as the avatar called Sheila to bear witness to all of the things that my babies have done, and I have done, and my fractals have done in this human experience that has been the third dimensional, fourth dimensional experience for thousands and thousands of years. As I have borne witness to all of these events, activities, the atrocities against children, the secret space programs, like all of the things that I know stuff about, was seeds that were being planted within me that would later be met with the wisdom, frequency, and unpacking codes for my shoeboxes that become my embodied wisdom. So I'm back as an avatar called Sheila at a soul level to help with the ascension, to usher in the ascension and to clean up the mess, so to speak, while at the same time it was all just experience that was the human experience, so that we can completely wipe the whiteboard clean of all code, all experience, all interactions that have ever been coded at the levels of the 3D and 4D. That is all going away. It's collapsing into the 0 point field as though it never happened. However, excuse me, the wisdom of the consciousness that were those experiences and realities are recorded. So what I was planting seeds within myself by witnessing as the avatar, all of these various topics are now being met with the emptiness that I live in and the frequency that I hold in my body that is allowing those seeds and the wisdom and the codes to meet and unpack so that I have the embodied wisdom of those events, experiences, timelines, all of that stuff held within me. Now, me, the Sheila, doesn't even know what I know. I don't know. I don't walk around going, and I know about this, and I know about that, and I know about the other thing. Like that would just be like a really decorated ego. I don't know what I don't know, and I don't know what I've unpacked until someone asks me a question or sits with me in session. And then the embodied wisdom from a very neutral place comes through me because the shoeboxes have been unpacked, where the seeds that were planted on my journey are meeting the wisdom, the codes, and the frequency and the room within me in order to become a part of me. Again, I don't read books, I don't meditate, and I don't channel this information. Everything just comes out of Sheila as though it's Sheila's, because it's embodied wisdom that has been neutralized within me. So I didn't just come here to talk about me, of course, but I needed to use that as my experience to show you how it's going to work for you. Now, everything is available to everyone. In the quantum field, everything that has ever been, could be, or is going to be, is available to everyone. But you need to make room to be able to access that information, that code. And you do that through your healing work and your deprogramming of yourself, and then you're learning all the things, and then you empty yourself of all the things. So that is true. What your soul came here to do or to be a part of this ascension is very unique to you. And we have architects and we have tradespeople and we have people that are here to support the effort. We have all different forms and roles that we all came here to play. No one better or more than anyone else. But there are parts of the ascension that has happened thus far that most of the collective will never ever need to know anything about. That doesn't mean they're not going to ascend. You could be one of these people that have slid into the timeline that is ascension with your own awakening and activation. That means that sort of the ascension work that was done before you got on the line isn't something that you need to be a part of. So there may be pieces of embodied wisdom that I can easily just access and bring through in conversation that, while it's available to you in the quantum field, it's not necessary for it to be something that you need to embody as your own wisdom. So there are lots of things that have gone on that lots of people are not ever going to know about, and they don't need to know about it because we are where we are now. So that's all that really matters. Everyone is equal, but we're not all the same. And that's also true and needs to just be embraced for what it is. But your shoeboxes that are unique to you, to your journey, are being laid at your feet hourly, waiting for you to make room within yourself by getting rid of all the programs and all of that stuff, so that your shoeboxes can be embodied and opened. So what's in these shoeboxes? Well, all of the wisdom of all of your soul fractals, all of the expressions of you that has been living in the 3D, 4D, excuse me, across all time and space, in the 1800s, in the 1500s, on all time and expressions where you have been rich and you have been poor, and you've been sick and you've been healthy, and you've been both genders and you've been every race, that you have had all of these soul experiences. Those fractals are passing away, leaving their human body, and the wisdom of their soul is coming back to you in the form of these shoeboxes, waiting for you to make room inside your body, for you to take the shoebox and put it inside and open the shoebox so that the wisdom can live in you, through you, as an expression of you. This is how this works. This is how you get your spiritual gifts, your extrasensory gifts that are more ascended. This is how you are going to all of a sudden be able to know how to do something that you never knew you knew how to do, because you have been everything. And that as we collapse time and space that is from the fourth dimension down, all of the wisdom that you have ever been is coming back to you. And another way that you can sort of see this is, you're not going to know when the shoeboxes are there. I'm just telling you they are. You're not going to know when you've picked one up and shoved it inside and then it's opened. Maybe you might see it in a dream or something, but it's not going to be a linear cognitive knowing that, oh, this is what's happening. It's going to present itself as an expression of you in such a natural, organic way as you go forward in your life. You'll just start to have conversations about things that you're like, wow, I didn't realize I knew that so deeply. Or you're going to be able to do things that you didn't really know you knew how to do. That is how it is going to play out for you, in that you are going to be bringing in this wisdom. Channeling is going away. Seeking guidance, knowledge, and information from anywhere else other than what is available between you and your shoeboxes and your higher self is going away. Any books that you would read, most of them are outdated now. I mean, pretty much you could say, and you'd be a little off, but you could say anything that was published yesterday is no longer valid today. While I understand that many people are new to this path, and that reading something, learning something, having someone to talk to is purposeful, it absolutely is. It's a part of the stair steps that you take. But I just wanted to share with you that there comes a time when going within and allowing within and emptying yourself from within of all of it is so incredibly purposeful. I am now living on the other side of that dark tunnel. As I've shared, it was a good 10 or 11 years of going down every single rabbit hole. Sheila didn't decide this was what was happening. This just what was happening. A lot of grief, a lot of sadness, a lot of dark nights of the soul. And yet now I'm on the side of it where I am being able to see the gift in it, to see that all of those little holes that I went down were actually me planting seeds within myself as Sheila the avatar, so that when I met the wisdom and the frequency and the code of the wisdom of those experiences, the two will unpack one another from within. It isn't something you read. It isn't something you meditate on. It isn't something someone else can teach you. This is a part of the ascension process. And it is available to everyone. While at the same time, again, there are pieces of the ascension that have already occurred that nobody actually needs to know anything about. Not because anyone is more special than anyone else, but why would we look backwards when we have so much to look forward to? So I hope that this sort of personal share and inspiration and teaching has met you exactly where you needed to be met today. Much love. Until next time. Bye for now.